At least he got to see me before he died. Who are you again?
You seem to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp.
Okay.
I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nut job.
Massachusetts Police Department, people. Shoot anyone who pokes their head out of a window. I'm sure the real Massachusetts Police Department aren't like that.
Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful.
So... There's really nothing worth being in there for. What's in here? Dead people!
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Oh. There's a ritualistic suicide. Blurry vision.
A diary. This will make interesting reading. Nothing of interest. He's dead. They're all dead.
Yeah. I could reference real-life ritualistic suicides, but I'm bigger than that. So what's this book I've got? Diary of a cult member. How long is it? Not very long. August 20th, 1915. We've been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Victor has not yet divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. August 24th. The sermon today was inspiring. If it was anything like the sermon I just picked up, no it wasn't. Victor enlightened us with the story of the great race, transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams. Okay. Of the conscious things on this earth, and in the ocean depths, we are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win my favour when our masters step through the gate. August 29th. The experiments below have claimed one more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed. Through our faithful service. Now that his coming grows so close. 2 minutes, guys. You get a drink. Dry mouth. The bane of every LPer, apparently. September 3rd, 3 days ago. The preparations are complete, and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. Surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. Final entry. Today, he has come. Finally, it begins. Okay. I'm behind you. Please don't shoot. I'm a friend. It's okay.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Yes, I'm unarmed.
We've been expecting you, Mr. Walters.
Cultist skull on my face. Get off. My heart's beating a lot faster now. Okay. That could have gone better.
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Gun. He has a gun.
Damn. He recognized me.
I don't care if he recognized you.
It sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Gun. Pick up the gun.
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Huh. Is that a key?
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
It's going to be a nightmare. Examining the key.
A key. This should help downstairs.
Oh, joy. Ah, blinding flash. We picked up an inventory item. And guess what? It's in your inventory. A copper key with an S engraved on the head. Okay. You found the S key. What's over here? Oh, a hole in the ground.
The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor.
Bloody hell.
It won't open. It won't budge.
Yeah. Get used to hearing that a lot. I've only played like a couple of hours of this game, and I hear that a lot. Game designers putting doors everywhere, and then making half of them...
It's locked.
...unusable.
It's unlocked.
Right, what we got going off in here? We'll collect shelves. Pictures of... me? Jack? Examine them. No, don't examine them then. You going to examine anything? There we go.
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
It would be easier to think if we didn't have semi-pissed blurry vision. Another key.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall.
How do you know? It could fit any door in this bloody place. Day 13, 8 o'clock leave home. 8:30 arrive at station. 10 o'clock leave station. 12 o'clock lunch. 2 o'clock go to bank. 2:55. Back to station. 4 o'clock follow suspect. 6 o'clock stakeout. 10:50 return home. So they've been keeping a close eye on me.
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
You've got a fan.
It must have been lit recently, but it started to die down.
Oh, the fire. Oh. So none of these pictures are lit. Threw me for a second then. Might as well save. Never know what's around the next corner.
It's unlocked.
Well, you were right. Something's happening downstairs by the sounds of it. How's that sound?
It appears to be a private study area. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
Classical Greek. Is there such thing? What was it? Boston Global... That's not an ancient manuscript. Boston Global, 20th of August, 1909. How long's this? Oh, fuck. Long-winded script. The Boston Global, 20th of August, 1909. Enlightened or duped? Inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters in an ordinary-looking Boston residence will need no introduction to the Fellowship of the Yith, or whatever the cult's name is. Yith? For those who have not encountered this mysterious semi-religious group before, a few words of explanation are necessary. And its exposition. Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, its shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number are headquartered in the states of New England, where the pilgrims themselves sought a new world free of religious persecution. But the question must be asked: at what point does a religion become a cult? And its trusting adherents not to mention its blameless neighbours, become victims? That is the question this journal poses in regard to the fellowship of the Yith. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters have diligently sought out the truth behind this so-called church. Its origins are somewhat mysterious. The more so since the group's leaders declined to be interviewed or to assist our investigation in any way. However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by one Victor Holt, based on a revelation he had received from beyond the confines of this world. Holt has not been seen for almost 6 years. His followers apparently believe that he is communing with the mysterious powers behind his faith, and that he is shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless, if eccentric, spiritual group, little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near the Fellowship's headquarters tell a different, more sinister story. The adherents of this obscure sect are to be found loitering on street corners, casting menacing glances at their innocuous neighbours, and frequently engaging in acts of petty crime, which local police seem powerless to prevent or redress. So yeah, they're chavs, basically. Strange lights have been observed burning in the windows of the old house at all hours of the day, all hours of the day and night. Read what you see, not what you think you see, dipshit. They change colour unpredictably and cast weird, unintelligible shadows. Even more disturbing are the noises which have been heard to issue forth from within the mysterious building. They include chanting, unearthly music, and worst of all, screams like those of lost souls in agony. Many of the sect's neighbours are convinced that its services include human sacrifices or similar atrocities. Those few who dared complain to the police were told that because the house is private property and because there is no concrete evidence of any wrongdoing, the most they can do is file a noise complaint. Are the horrors of Salem being reenacted in our city? More than 2 centuries on? Is this Fellowship of Yith engaging in unspeakable and criminal acts of worship involving torture and sacrifice? Why is nothing being done to ease the fear and distress they cause to the local community? A source within the police department, speaking on the condition of anonymity. Bear with me a second. Let's get a drink. Anonymity. Tell the Globe that the Fellowship is suspected of involvement in a number of local crimes, but so far the lack of evidence and the reluctance of nervous witnesses to come forward have thwarted any official investigation. Very well, we say. Where the police cannot, or will not, investigate, the Globe shall continue to act in the interest of Boston's citizens, fearlessly exposing the truth about this so-called church and its followers. Our findings will be published in these pages over the following months, so that all may know the truth, Editor's note. It was with great sorrow that the Globe announced the death of reporter Howard Addleston, who was leading the paper's investigation into the Fellowship of Yig, when he apparently drowned in Boston Harbor. The coroner has ruled his death as a suicide, or our condolences go to his family. Right, so yes, we will strive forth to investigate this church. Oh, by the way, our investigators are slowly dying because they're investigating this church. Yeah.